Hey people, YouTube, CoachAMillerLight, glad to be here with you today. Tuning in to the teachings of Abraham after my 115th consecutive day of meditation, listening to my earphones on YouTube, writing it down word for word, the message that I heard. So Abraham starts off with a question. They say, do you realize that it's all about choosing? Do you? Do I? Well, I am coming to realize that it's all about choosing. Like a buffet. In other words, you don't have to put things on your plate if you have discovered that you don't like them. You can leave everything out of your experience that you don't like. But you have to understand how it is that you are choosing. I have stars on each side of this statement because that felt impactful, right? To realize that it's about choosing and that it's like a buffet. And if I've already tried something and I know I don't like it, I don't have to put it on my plate. But what happens here in this world of reality, this 3D world that I live in, that's this simulation, it seems so simulation-y, right? I saw those people with those glasses on, I'm like, that's us, is that us? Is that me? Am I in the non-physical with glasses on? So they said, you have to understand how it is that you are choosing. You have to understand how you're choosing. Because it is different than those big spoons where you just scoop it on your plate. The buffet, I get it, I understand. You choose it by scooping it with a big spoon. But here in life, I'm choosing, just like I am at the buffet, what things I put on my plate and what things I leave off, what things I invite into my experience, what things I subscribe to. Just like YouTube, I choose what I subscribe to. I'm doing that in my life, whether consciously or unconsciously. And Abraham's saying, you have to understand how it is that you're choosing. It's not the spoon at the buffet, but it's so similar. So what is the spoon that I'm using to scoop things into my life? Well, here Abraham goes on to tell us, of course they do, in such eloquent words, so I'll read right what they said. When you realize that you are vibrational beings and that you are choosing vibrationally, right? Come on, this is cool. Which means you're choosing by your attention to something. Attention equals spoon. Attention, it's my attention. That's the spoon at the buffet that scoops it onto my plate. My attention. Where is my attention going? And from when I wake up in the morning, now I'm on air, now broadcasting, the life of Mary, CoachAMillerLight, here she goes, broadcasting, offering a signal, transmitting a signal that the most powerful law of attraction is giving a universal response to, working behind the scenes, putting together the cooperative components for that's going to express as my reality. Here's my plate of my life. How am I choosing? My attention. You are literally creating your own experience. And in very direct terms, you're constructing your experience. You're constructing your life. You are constructing it thought by thought. Neat. Thought by thought. I am constructing my life. Word by word. Okay, it goes on. It's just not thought by thought, okay? So let's go back and complete the full sentence here. In very direct terms, you are constructing your life. You are constructing it thought by thought, word by word, mood by mood. In very little terms, very direct terms, you are constructing your life thought by thought, word by word, mood by mood. So I was, thinking I was done and I was going to get up out of my chair, but the headphones were on and it was still playing. And the next thing they said, I had to sit back down. I had to sit back down and write it because this is very impactful and very helpful to know, and I just wanted to write those words because they sound so great and I felt them. And here's what I wrote. As you observe, you form an opinion, and the opinion makes you cranky. Well, then you're constructing pathways to things that when they get there, you're not going to like them. When you are observing and enjoying, when you are observing and appreciating, when you are observing and taking pleasure from what you observe, from your focused attention, then that uplifted feeling that you find is your indication that you are constructing a pleasing thing, right? This is the same message, but in different words that I really enjoy. I really like this part about it, that as you observe, right? And then they say you construct an opinion. You observe and you form an opinion. It's not what I'm observing. This is what I'm getting out of this. It's not the thing I'm observing. It's the opinion I'm forming about it. The opinion I'm forming about what I'm observing. That's what makes me either cranky or uplifted. And this is why studying the laws is moving higher on my list, because I choose to form the opinion that this is perfect, understand what's going on here, that it takes time for the manifestation to actually come into a physical form, that the current life experience is because of my past thought, my past attention, my past word, my past mood, and then my current mood is sending me what's gonna be coming up here about 3 days from now. My current thought, my current word. So it's the opinion that I'm making around what I'm observing. So when I know how it goes, when I know how I'm choosing, that's what they said. In order to have your life like the buffet where you only put on your plate what you like, you have to understand how you're choosing. And how I'm choosing is by the opinion that I form around what I'm observing, thought by thought, word by word, mood by mood. So if the opinion I form makes me cranky, I can know that means I'm constructing a pathway right now that when I get there, I'm not gonna like it. It's gonna match how I'm currently feeling. But if I observe and I'm uplifted, if I observe and I appreciate, if I observe and I see the beauty and the magnificence around me, then from that uplifted feeling, the uplifted feeling means I'm a match to the inner being. Focused attention, they said. From that focused attention, that uplifted feeling is your indication that you are constructing a pleasing thing. Wow, I'm constructing a pleasing thing, a pleasing circumstance that's going to be coming into my life. Whenever I'm feeling uplifted in the thought, in the word, in the mood. So go for upliftment, which means I'm gonna have to know how it goes, because there's gonna be times when I'm just seem like naturally uplifted, but I wanna be uplifted much more of the time from my focused attention. Be a deliberate creator, where I'm not just letting the current of my life take me, but I am consciously deciding that I am going to respond with appreciation. I am going to respond with upliftment. And when I don't, I'm gonna catch myself, I'm gonna remind myself how this universe works, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get back on. That is the plan. Having patience with myself and making peace with it sure makes sense. All right, people. Oh, there's this one last thing. I'm gonna read it because we still have officially 1 minute, maybe in 90 seconds left. A lot of people read and talk and speak and think and blog, and read and talk and think and speak and blog about a lot of things they don't choose. It's as if they don't realize they're constructing pathways. We're not kidding you. If you could have an aerial view and you could see where law of attraction is gathering the cooperative components, you would understand that a little bit of attention to a subject causes you to emit a signal that makes you part of the stream of consciousness relative to that. How powerful. Understand how it goes is the message I'm hearing. And that a little bit of thought to something. So that means I could put a little bit of thought, 16 seconds. Within 16 seconds, now another thought that matches that is now coming to me, is attracted. Now I have two thoughts. So instead of reading and thinking and speaking and blogging and texting and the whole thing of life, instead of doing about things I don't choose, do it about things I do. Is the message I'm hearing, and getting the game that it matters. What I say matters. Literally, I'm constructing a life, thought by thought, word by word, mood by mood. All right, people.